Hey everybody, this is Michelle Goldstein with Heart Alchemy Yoga, and today we're going to do a core flow yoga practice. As per special request, somebody commented on one of the videos and asked if we could do that. So this will be that practice. Also today we're doing a special contest with Threads for Thought, which is an eco-conscious yoga clothing company. And so basically what we're doing is we're giving away 15 pairs of yoga pants, similar to the ones that Denise and I are wearing right now. They're made out of recycled plastic bottles, which is amazing. They're super soft though and comfy. All you have to do is share the video, this video, and share it to your Facebook and hashtag Heart Alchemy Yoga. And we will be choosing 15 winners over 3 videos to get a free pair of yoga pants, women's yoga pants from Threads for Thought. So anyway, keep that in mind. Please share the videos and we'll go ahead and get started. We're filming at the Springs in Los Angeles today. So let's start out on our backs today. Bend your knees, put your feet on the floor. And just take a couple of breaths as you fully arrive. So just feel your body and the connection of your body with the ground beneath you. And just go ahead and take your right knee and stack it on top of your left knee like eagle legs. And then you'll bring your knees into your chest. Keep your hands by your sides on the floor. And you'll just go ahead and draw circles with your knees in either direction. So, confession, I don't love doing core work. So when the request came in, there was sort of this moment of like, oh, who's going to do this? But it's one of the best things I know for my back. I feel amazing when I do it. So sometimes doing the things that are least comfortable are the best for us. Go ahead and draw circles in the other direction now with your legs. Sometimes it's worth just going in there. Strengthening the core definitely helps to strengthen your back. So just to allow it to be done with care, with tender, loving care, and with breath. So from here, just go ahead and keep your legs like this, but just set your left foot on the floor for a minute. Take your hands behind the back of your head. Draw your elbows in towards each other so you're cradling your head with your arms. And then you'll keep your legs like this and just lift your knees back into your chest again. And you'll take an inhale, and as you exhale, curl your chest up towards your knees. Good. And then as you inhale, lower down a little. And then as you exhale, curl in. Good. Again, inhale, lower. And exhale, curl in. Just 2 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, curl in and up. Good. And then go ahead and lower your head. Set the left foot back on the floor and drop your knees over to the left so you're in a twist. So the way that I like to do core work is a little bit here and there scattered throughout the practice, as opposed to shredding the core for 15 minutes straight. So, just bear with us as we just gently warm up. Okay, come back to center, uncross your legs. Take your left knee on top of your right knee. Bring your knees into your chest and draw circles with your knees. So this particular exercise right here is a great way to strengthen the entire abdominal wall, which is one of the reasons that I like it, that I teach it. A lot of core practices only strengthen the outer layer of the abdominal muscles, so this helps to access all 4 layers. Okay, go ahead and go back in the other direction. Let your upper back be heavy and your arms be heavy. to anchor you down. And so the circles can be big or small. You can go fast or slow, whatever that means to you. Just customize it. Okay, and then we'll just go ahead and come back to center. Set the right foot on the floor, the legs still crossed. Hands behind the back of your head. Cradle your head with your hands, so elbows hug in. And lift the right foot up off the floor. Lift your chest up towards your knees. And then inhale, give it a little slack, lower down. Exhale, curl in and up. Good. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, curl in and up. Good. Inhale, lower. Exhale, curl in. And just one more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, curl in. Good. Lower yourself down. Set the right foot on the floor and drop the knees over to the right. And just some deep breaths into your belly. So it is good to work the core. It's also really important to keep the belly soft enough that you can breathe easily into it. Good. And then come back to center, uncross your legs. Okay, one more little practice here before we start to flow. Hands behind the back of your head again. Lengthen your spine along the floor. Keep your head heavy on the floor. Lift your legs up. Lift your legs straight up to the sky. And then from here, you're just going to lower your right leg about a foot off the floor. Keep your left leg lifted up. And just keep your head and your back on the floor. It's very simple. It will warm up quickly. This is basically Warrior 3 from your back. So feel the entire front of your body sink down into the ground. Flex your feet, spread your toes, and soften your jaw. Press your lower back down. Good, and then lift the right leg up and lower the left leg about a foot off the floor. Press your back down. So the places that you feel your back lift up off the floor, press those down more and memorize them, because these are the places that in the rest of your flow you probably want to engage more. Good, deep breath, Ujjayi breathing. Good, both legs up. Bring your knees into your chest and go ahead and roll all the way up and come to downward facing dog pose. So Michelle Goldstein's core flow is probably the easiest core workout that you're ever going to get. But that said, it still can be really challenging, so it's good. The other thing to consider in this practice is to move from your core. So we just kind of left a blueprint of warming up the abdominal muscles in your body. So keep those muscles engaged and start to push up out of your shoulders. Shift forwards to plank position. Move from center. And then as you exhale, press back to downward dog pose. And we'll do that again. Inhale to plank. And exhale back to downward dog. One more time. Inhale to plank. And then from the belly back to downward dog. Go ahead and just take a deep breath and push the floor away. And exhale out the mouth, let it go. Good, and then go ahead and just softly step your right foot up to your hands. Good, lengthen the left heel back. Get some extension in your upper back. Lift the belly in and up without lifting fingers up off the floor. And then step the left foot up to meet the right at the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen out. And exhale, fold forwards. From the belly, inhale, rise up to stand up, reach the arms. And we'll fold forwards on the exhale, come all the way down. Inhale, flat back. And then as you exhale, step the left leg back behind you. Set the left knee down on your mat. Take both arms up for a low lunge. Now, just be mindful that you are engaging your belly. So lift the frontal hip points up. And that practice we were doing on the back with one leg lifted, just engage those muscles that you were using to press your back against the floor. Only now, you're just gently pressing your back against atmosphere, right? Lift the rib cage in, one more breath. And then exhale the hands down to the ground. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee up. Step back to down dog, lift the right leg, inhale. And then as you exhale, shift forward to plank, hug the right knee into your chest. So here's some more core work. Inhale back to down dog, lift the right leg up. Exhale, the right knee hugs into your chest, shift to plank. And one more time, lift the right leg up, inhale. Exhale the right knee to your chest. And then just come to plank pose, both legs straight back. Lower down, first vinyasa. Inhale, upward dog. And then use the belly to take it back to downward dog pose. Deep breath through your nose. Like, it's great to work the core muscles, but it's better to breathe deeply. So always rest if you need. If any pose becomes so challenging you can't breathe, then you need to back it off. Okay, step the left foot up to your hands. And just be in this lunge for a moment. Right, so just lift the rib cage and the belly in and up. Extend out through the right heel. And then step the right foot up to meet the left at the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to stand up. And exhale, fold in half, come all the way down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, the right leg steps back behind you. Set the right knee down. From the low belly, reach the arms up. So to initiate the movement from the core is just a good habit to get into anyway in your practice, and even not just in your life practice. You know, just feel how it feels to engage the abdominal muscles, but also be gentle enough, right, that you can soften and breathe. Just one more breath here. And exhale the hands down to the ground. Tuck the back toes, lift the right knee up. And then press to down dog, split, inhale. Exhale, left knee to the chest, shift to plank. Inhale, back to dog, lift the left leg. Exhale, hug the left knee into your chest. One more time, lift the left leg, inhale. Exhale, hug the left knee in. And then plank pose, both legs straight. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So deep breath, soften your shoulders, and also lift the shoulders away from your ears. One of the most important dynamics that I've learned in my practice is how to engage and also soften at the same time. When you're ready, bring your feet to the front of your mat. You can walk or hop the feet up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to stand up. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, vinyasa, make your way back. And so this is really the practice of embodying integrity, but also gentleness. Step the right foot up to your hands. Come up to crescent pose. From the low belly, feel the frontal hip points lift up. Feel the pubic bone lift up. These are the low abdominal muscles. Soften the shoulders down the back. So you'll take an inhale here, and then as you exhale, release the hands to your mat, step back to plank, and lower down to chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale back to downward dog. Step your left foot up to your hands. Come up to crescent. Bring the right hip a little forward so the pelvis starts to level out. And what I mean by that is, if your pelvic bowl and your rib cage were two halves of an eggshell, you would want them to stack on top of each other. You don't want the rib cage way forwards like this. You want to stack the two on top of each other. Slide the shoulders down the back. Deeply breathing. Bring the right hip slightly forwards, one more breath. And exhale, release to plank and lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale back to downward dog pose. So spread your fingers along the ground and push up out of your hands. Push up out of your shoulders and even start to feel the hips lift up as you press the thighs back. Inhale, rise up on your toes. And exhale, look where you're going. Walk or hop your feet up. Lengthen, inhale. Fold, exhale. Bend your knees, come to chair pose, inhale. And exhale, fold forwards. We'll move into some Surya B. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, chaturanga, make your way back. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. So check it out. Step the right foot through, spin the back heel flat. Come to warrior one for a breath. Inhale. Now as you exhale, the hands come to the mat. We're going to step back to down dog split. Lift the right leg. Inhale. And exhale the right knee to the chest again. Okay, come to plank pose, both legs straight. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot steps through, back heel flat. So we're just adding a little extra core oomph. Warrior one to our Surya B. Exhale the hands down. Step to down dog, lift the left leg. Exhale the left knee to the chest. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward dog. Deeply breathing. Just align your mind with your breath. Where our mind goes, the energy of our life follows. So to align the mind with the breath is to align the mind with the moment, as well as with your very vitality, energy, and spirit. Go ahead and bring your feet to your hands. Another round. Lengthen, inhale. Fold, exhale. Bend your knees, chair pose, inhale. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, vinyasa, make your way back. You can step or jump. Inhale, up dog, shoulder heads back. Exhale, down dog. Right foot steps through, back heel flat. Come up, warrior one pose, inhale. Exhale the hands down. Step to down dog, lift the right leg. Exhale the right knee to the chest. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, back. Left foot steps through, back heel flat. Come up, warrior one. Inhale. And exhale the hands to the mat. Step to down dog, lift the left leg. And exhale the left knee to your chest. And inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. So in my opinion, when practicing the standing sequence, we want to breathe into the chest, the heart, and the lungs so that we can keep the abdominal muscles more engaged. Whereas, for example, in Shavasana, we'd want to relax the core muscles completely. It's good to learn to do both. It really is. Go ahead and bring your feet to your hands to engage and to relax. Inhale, lengthen, and also to combine the two. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, chair pose. They work together. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Make your way back. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Step the right foot through, back heel flat. Come up, warrior one. Inhale. Exhale the hands down. Step to down dog, lift the right leg. And this time we'll take the right knee over to the right elbow for a breath. And then plank, inhale. Lower down, exhale. Inhale up. Exhale back. Good, you guys. Step the left foot through, back heel flat. Warrior one pose, inhale. Exhale the hands down. Step to down dog, lift the left leg. And then exhale, left knee to the left elbow. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale back. As the heart rate starts to speed up, your breath might start to speed up a little as well, and that's fine, that's normal. Maybe even with appreciation for that. It's good to work the heart. One more round. Hop the feet up or walk. Lengthen, inhale. Fold in, exhale. Bend the knees, chair pose, inhale. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale back. Right foot steps through, warrior one. Come up. One breath. Exhale the hands down. Step back to down dog. Lift the right leg. And this time right knee over to the left elbow for a breath. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale back. Good. Left side step through. Come up. Inhale. Exhale the hands down. Step to down dog. Lift the left leg. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Good. Plank. Inhale. Lower down. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale back. Nice, you guys. Allow your neck to soften. And just consider this. Okay, so when you step your leg through in any of these lunges, which we do a lot of in a flow practice, see if you can every single time bring your knee first to your chest a little bit. So let's try that. So just take the right knee into the chest and then set the right foot down at the front of your mat. Spin the back heel flat, come up, warrior one. And let's go ahead and open up now to warrior two. So that's another great practice to start to bring the core work into your flow. So because I don't love doing core work, I don't love lying on my back doing sit-ups. I do them, but I don't love it. I have learned to integrate the core work into the parts of the practice that I enjoy, as well as doing it on my back. You know, I do both. But once you kind of learn the things that you like, it's nice to figure out a way to integrate the things that challenge you more and mix them up with the things that you do like. It's just kind of more incentive, more motive. Sit down 1 more inch. And then from here, just straighten your legs, reach both arms up to the sky for a minute. And you're going to wrap the left arm under the right arm for eagle wrap. Bend the right knee again. Turn towards your right leg. Step the left leg up and over the right leg for eagle pose. Sit your bottom down. Lift the elbows up if you can. Shoulders down the back. Lift the frontal hip points up, lengthen the tailbone down. Shoulders slide down the back. More. Like always get as much space around your neck as possible. Okay, we're going to transition from here to warrior 3. So come on up, release the arms. Extend the left leg back. You can bring the palms together or arms out to your side. It's your choice. You could take the arms in front of you as well, although that's a lot more strain on the back. So just be smart about it. And then just remember that practice when we were on our backs at the beginning of the class. Can you integrate that much abdominal work into what you're doing? Good, you guys. Softly step back to warrior 1. Plant the left foot. Float the arms up, inhale. Then exhale, release the hands down. Step to plank. Let's go ahead and bring the feet together. Roll to the outer left foot. Reach the right arm up for side plank. So if you've been practicing with me a bit on Heart Alchemy, then you know, like always to modify the poses. So you can definitely take your left knee down like this. Or you could take your elbow down, or you could take your right foot to the floor in front of you like this, if full side plank is too much. Now engage the core muscles a lot. And then from here, just keep your legs like this, but lower the right hand down. Keep your legs just like this, and lift up through the side body. So this is some really great oblique strengthening. Soften your jaw, maybe even lift the corners of your mouth, maybe. And then come to plank, roll onto the toes, and lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale back, downward dog. So as you step through, you want to hug that left knee in. Step through, left knee to the chest. Plant the left foot down. Come up, warrior 1. Open to warrior 2. Deep breath. So there's a lot working in this pose. Just bring it to center. The core work is centering. It helps to activate the lower chakras. I've found that when I do a lot of core work, I can actually get a bit aggro, a bit like intense afterwards. It's good to notice what happens to you after you practice, because different practices will stir up different things in your body, depending on who you are and your constitution. Sometimes it's good to get a little angry or a little fired up, I guess. It's just what you do with it that's most important. So cultivating peace, but also the strength to be upright. Sit down 1 more inch. And straighten the legs, reach both arms up. Wrap the right arm under the left arm for eagle wrap. Bend the left knee. And then turn towards your left leg. Step the right leg up and over for eagle pose. And then to any degree, you can sit the sitting bones down. Just be mindful that you lift the frontal hip points up so that you're not collapsing into the lower back. Deepest breath. Soften your shoulders, soften your gaze a little bit, like put a little kindness maybe in your eyes. And we're going to come to Warrior 3. Unwrap the legs and the arms. Lengthen your spine, flex your right foot. See if you can level your hips. So the right hip comes level with the left. Engage the abdominal muscles a whole lot to support you being here. Support the length of your spine. Shoulder heads back. Good. Step back to Warrior 1. Plant the right foot. Bend the left knee. Arms reach up. Then exhale the hands to your mat. Step to plank. Bring your feet together. Roll to the outer right foot. Reach the left arm up. Right, so any variations that you like, you can take them. Definitely take the breathing variation. Advanced yogis, lift the corners of your mouth. That's how you know you're getting good, right? Look, if you're not feeling it, then don't, but if you can do, it will potentially change your entire perspective. So keep your legs like this, just lower the left hand down. Lift the hips up. Press the palms down, lift the hips up, flex your thighs. And then come back to plank and vinyasa. Good, and back to downward dog. Push the floor away. Go ahead and bring your feet to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to stand up. And this time, exhale the palms together at your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, vinyasa, make your way back. Up dog's the inhale. Exhale, back to down dog. Step the right foot through, back heel flat. Come up, Warrior 1. Good, you guys, open up to Warrior 2 pose. Good, press your right leg straight. Reach forwards through the right arm. We're coming in for triangle pose. You can take the right hand to the right leg, or to the outside of the right foot. Some of you maybe grab a block. In different forms of yoga, there are different variations of poses. When I was new to the practice, it was a bit confusing to me. I didn't understand which one was the right one. It was very important. It felt important for me to know. And what I've come to as I've practiced over the years is that, all the variations, there's so many great opportunities within each of them. Listen to your body. If it feels good to take your hand up higher on your leg, do that. If it feels good to hook your right big toe with your 2 pointer fingers, do that. There's a lot to be said for trusting our instincts. There's actually everything to be said for that. That is the practice. It's a huge part of it. We're going to step up to half moon from here. Step up onto the right leg, flex the left foot strongly, and begin to spiral your chest up towards the sky from the right rib cage. Engage the abdominal muscles. Soften your shoulders. Even soften your fingertips. Sometimes the hand that I've got on the floor works overtime. Maybe you lift your fingers up and wiggle them around for a minute. Release any tension there. Just another breath or so here. Okay, step back to Warrior 2. Good. Feel how it feels to move from center. It helps, in my opinion, to make the practice more graceful. I'm going to take the right fingertips down for side angle. Right knee bent. Left arm over the left ear. If you work with a block, you can take your right hand to a block or take your right elbow to your right thigh. This could be a good variation if the hand down on the ground is too much for you. It's okay if it feels like too much, by the way. A lot of times I think people feel frustrated, like, I should be able to go deeper. Should is a good word to get rid of entirely from your life. Like, it's much better. It should be how it is. And it actually is how it is. So just honor your body where it's at. It's always better to back off a little than to push too hard and then injure yourself and not be able to practice at all, you know? Just another couple of deep breaths. Belly in. Spiral the heart up towards the sky. And then come up to warrior two pose. Release the hands to your mat. Step back, take a vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. Step the left foot through, come up to warrior one. Open up to warrior two. And from here, straighten the left leg. From center, lengthen forwards. Bring the left hand down to wherever suits you. Lean your shoulder blades back a little bit. Flex your thighs. Breathe. Get space around your neck. So a lot of teachers teach this pose where you look straight up at your right hand, and you can totally do that. But if it feels tweaky on your neck, then don't do that. You know, like let it feel kind of good. Let it feel kind of good. That's like actually an excellent gauge. If it doesn't feel good, I mean, it could be challenging you in a positive way, or it could be hurting you. So just be smart. Ultimately, you know the answer. It's just a question of listening inwards enough. Okay, step up to half moon. I can't tell you how many times in my life I knew the answer, but I denied it. I was in total denial. And then eventually it's like, oh yeah, I knew that for years, right? The truth is the truth. And the practice is to surrender to it. Like, I know that core work is good for me. Even if I avoid it, I know that it's good for me. There's an example for you. Flex your feet. Start to spiral up a little bit through the upper rib cage. And step back to warrior two with the right foot. And come in for side angle, whatever variation you like. Shoulders down the back. Lift the pubic bone, lift the frontal hip points up. Strengthening those low abdominals is very important, by the way. This is so, almost everybody I know with back injuries, I would say 90% of the people I know with back injuries, it's all the lower lumbar spine. And the front of the lower lumbar spine is the low abdominals, right? So learning to engage those is creating the muscle strength to just support those lower vertebrae. And come up to warrior two, inhale. And exhale, release to plank and lower down. And inhale up. Good, you guys, exhale back. Okay, just one last little bit of standing flow, and then we'll be on the floor. Okay, step your right foot up to your hands, come to crescent. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. So here's what we're going to do. You're going to step up to the front of your mat and lift your left knee in front of you. Lift it up, straighten the left leg, and then step back to crescent again. Plant the left foot, float the arms up, and two more times. Palms together at your heart, step up onto the right leg, lift the left knee, straighten it, and then smooth it out. Step back, crescent. So this is also core activation. Palms together, step up, lift the left knee, straighten it, Good. Step back to crescent pose. Inhale. And then palms together at the heart. Take a prayer twist to the right. Good. Deep breath. Lengthen through the back leg. Extend out through the left heel. Good. One more breath here. And then just gently release the hands to your mat. Step to downward dog. Step your left foot through. Come up to crescent. This is just the last little kick in the pants here. Palms together at your heart. Step the right leg up. Lift the right knee. Straighten the right leg. Good. Step back to crescent pose. Float the arms up. Palms together. Step up, lift the right knee. Straighten the right leg. Step back to crescent. Inhale. Last one of these. Palms together. Step up, lift the right knee. Straighten the right leg any amount. Step back to crescent. And take a prayer twist to the left. So look, don't worry if your poses don't look the way that ours do. Denise is an amazing yoga teacher in her own right. She's been practicing for many years, regularly, obviously, and I have also been practicing for a long time and teaching for a long time. So we've had a lot of practice. And if you're just starting out, you know, your body, even if you've been practicing for years, your body may not look the same. It probably won't look the same as anybody else's. So just honor your body where it's at. And one more breath here. Okay, gently release the hands down. Step back to downward dog. You can set your knees down on your mat. Cross your ankles behind you. Sit down on your bottom. Bring your legs in front of you. Bend your knees. Feet on the floor. Just one last bit of core, and then we'll just drop into some deeper stretches. So grab the backs of your thighs. The back's just above the knees. And just like Denise is doing, lift your feet up. So let's call this stage 1. Stage 2, reach the arms forwards. And stage 3, straighten the legs. So if you straighten the legs and you start to round like this, then you need to rebend the knees, okay? It's better to strengthen the core than to strain the lower back. Good. Hug the inner thighs together, spread your toes. Relax your face. Arms draw back into the shoulder sockets. Good. And then lower yourself slowly down onto your back. Bend your knees, put your feet on the floor. We could keep going with the core work. And if you want to, then do a few more rounds of boat pose of Navasana that we just did. Otherwise, just come onto your back and bend your knees, lift your hips up, and come to bridge pose. So at home, I often suggest, like if you're feeling something, just hit pause and work it a little bit more. For the sake of time on the videos, we often keep it moving. Press your shoulder blades up into the back of your heart and lungs. Good, and then unwrap the hands, unroll the shoulders, lower down onto your back. And just rest for a moment. Okay, we're going to come up again. You can either come to bridge again, or if you prefer to work Urdhva Dhanurasana wheel pose, just make sure that your feet are parallel. Plant the palms just above your shoulders and come up onto the crown of your head. I usually reaffix my feet so that the toes turn in a little bit at this point. And then start to press your head up off the floor. And maybe start to press your arms straight. Some of you walk your hands in a little bit. Some of you even start to straighten your legs a little bit. Let your neck soften. Good, and then tuck your chin, come onto the back of your neck, and just rest for a moment. In fact, from here, just go ahead and bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees drop open. If you want another round of wheel, you can take it. Otherwise, just rest and take one hand to your belly and the other hand to your heart. Allow your belly to soften. In my opinion, our culture is overly obsessed with the physical appearance of the body. And to have a six-pack of abs, or even, hard abs, is, if that's your body type, okay. But I think that softer is more sustainable and better. It's better for your digestion. It's better for your just personal ease if you've got space in your body as opposed to some sort of rigid, ideal. Shift your ideal to being open. Feel your entire abdominal wall relax completely. And bring your knees together. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. And come to thread the eye of the needle. So we'll just do a little hip stretch here. Feel your back lengthen along the floor. The thing is, when things become too strong, they break. They become rigid and they break. We want to keep the flow of energy easy. And many of the vital organs are housed in the abdomen. Your liver, your spleen, gallbladder, pancreas, stomach, intestines, and even really the reproductive organs and the kidneys are affiliated. The kidneys are in the lower back, but even still. So if we tighten up and grip up, which we tend to do anyway, even if you've never done core work in your whole life, it's entirely possible that you're holding on to tension in your core. So it's also just a very powerful practice to relax the abdominal wall completely. This is waking up the intelligence of the body, is learning to engage and release as well. They're equally important. Go ahead and release and switch sides. Again, you can linger longer if you like. And when you allow your body to relax completely, which, in the standing sequence, we engage a lot. It's definitely strength building. In the floor poses, we're learning to relax more. And in that letting go, often the poses deepen considerably when we just relax. Instead of pulling your legs towards you right now, can you actually do the opposite and just release and relax completely and allow your legs, if they do, to come towards you, and if they don't, to just be where they are. And we can definitely embody this in our relationships. For example, why chase people down? If they want to be with you, they will come, and if they don't, then they will not. But why force it? And same thing with everything. The truth always creates an opening. That's a good gauge. The truth always creates an opening. Okay, go ahead and release. Hug your right knee into your chest, your left leg straight. And then lower your right arm to the floor next to you and take a twist to the left. So that opening, it doesn't mean that everything releases and there's an opening at once, although it could mean that. In fact, like, let go of the any agendas. It takes as long as it takes. I used to get frustrated that my hamstrings were so tight. And then finally I just started accepting my body as it was. And they opened, it took time. Come back to center. And switch sides. Hug your left knee in, right leg straight, and twist to the right. Usually, there are some things that open quickly for people and some things take longer. So my hamstrings took a long time. My core took a long time to strengthen. My upper body took a long time to strengthen. And my hips and my upper back opened more quickly. Whatever that means. What's quick, what's slow. It's all the way that we see it. And looking back over time, it kind of blows my mind when I think about how I've been doing yoga for going on 17 years. It's flown by. It's gone by very quickly. So all that time that I didn't think I had, I totally had. Time is an illusion. It's a human-created illusion. And all we really have is this moment right here. Come back to center. Go ahead and hug your knees into your chest. Lengthen your spine along the floor, similar to that first core exercise we did. Just feel your entire back sink down without engaging too much. Just allow it to sink. And release your arms and your legs to the floor. Take your shoulders away from your ears. And allow yourself to rest in Shavasana. Allow your face to relax. Your shoulders to relax. Your neck to relax. Allow your chest to soften, your belly to soften. Relax your arms, the elbow joint, the wrist joint, the fingers. Relax your hips, the pelvis, and the hip joint where your thighs connect. Relax your legs, your knees, your ankles, your toes, your feet. Relax your mind. Relax your heart. So you're welcome to stay here for as long as you like. When you're ready, bend your knees. Roll to your side, whichever side you like. And press yourself up to sit. Press yourself up to sit. Close your eyes. Feel your center. Feel heaven above you and earth beneath you, and the place that they meet inside of you. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. Lift your heart, bow your head. Namaste. So thank you guys so much for practicing with me today. We're here at the Springs in downtown Los Angeles. I'm with Denise Baudouin, another really amazing yoga teacher. We'll put a link to her website on the video. You can see it. We're definitely excited about this promotion with Threads for Thought. So share the videos, #Heart Alchemy Yoga, and good luck, you guys. I hope you win some yoga pants. Namaste.